Hello, my name is Dean Venderman. I'm from Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. And it's an honor to be part of MAD, Make a Difference Professional Development Day. I would like to hopefully share some of my insights with you about using Minecraft in the math classroom, and any classroom for that matter. I also got a special guest with me. His name is Garrett, and hopefully he can ask some questions, and he has some things to share. And there's my guest now. Hello, how are you? Hello, guest. How are you?
Yes, how are you?
I'm good.
Awesome. All right. Well, okay. So Ash, am I getting some feedback there now?
It's okay.
All right, you're good. Okay. Did you have, okay. So you're good?
Yeah.
So yeah, with Minecraft in the math classroom, I've been really blessed and fortunate. So I'd just like to share some slides with you. I'd like to share my website with you with all my information on it that you're more than welcome to use. I have tons of resources. I know we don't have a lot of time today, but I'm hoping this will just kind of whet your appetite and kind of explore Minecraft a little bit more and see it as a tool you could use to help engage and empower your students and teach them some very, very valuable 21st century learning skills. And yeah, so I'd like to start with a little PowerPoint. And my PowerPoint, let's go share my screen here with you. So if you take a look at this is my, again, there's my name, Dean Venderman, and please follow me on Twitter at Vendy55, and there's my email address that you're more than welcome to email me. My blog and my ePortfolio, along with my lessons, especially, and my whole presentation here, including this PowerPoint, can be found at deanvenderman.weebly.com. So the inspiration for me to use Minecraft definitely comes from my own two boys. On the right there, the taller one, his name is Xander, and my younger one on the left there, his name's Zach. And I've watched them play Minecraft for a long time and tried to play with them. I found out that they were much better than me at the game, but I did enjoy them, Minecraft, watching them, because Minecraft was a game like no other game, electronic Lego, and it was amazing because a lot of times in video games you get points and this and that. But with Minecraft, it was a whole different ballgame. They were just like building and creating and crafting things, and I thought that was pretty cool. It was a game that I really enjoyed watching them play and learning from in that. So and right now, they're my go-tos when I use Minecraft in the classroom. So I'm very lucky to have my two boys help me out when I have some ideas. I goes, hey guys, how would I do this in my classroom? And they're usually really good to go with that. So my Minecraft journey, and this is a picture of my classroom with some of my students building using Minecraft. I've used Minecraft for about, I'd say 3 years or so, actually 4 years in my classroom. It started off smaller, with students doing projects for me using Minecraft. And I really thought, yeah, go for it, build and make things and let's see what you come up with. And then, I've been using it in my math class, starting using actually Pocket Edition on the iPads, and those worked really well. But lately, I've been lucky and blessed that my class has a class set of laptops, so they have a one-on-one, and I've been using Minecraft Education Edition, which I find is an amazing tool, and there's lots of extra little things built inside of Education Edition that allow me to monitor my students a little bit better, collect information and projects and that. So I've used it also in Genius Hour projects, and students really go to town. It's great to see them connect. Can you still hear me, or am I sounding all right?
You sound great.
All right. So, guest, can you just talk again 1 second?
Yeah, I said you sound good.
Good. Yeah, you sounded a lot louder the second time. The first time it sounded, I could kind of make it out, but the second time you said that, it sounded really good. So thank you. My beautiful guest is my wife and this one, Ashley. And thank you for helping me do this test. So, what I decided to do is show you a couple of examples about how I use Minecraft in the classroom. I also have information on how to play. I also have information on pedagogy behind it, with 21st century skills and with universal design. But I really wanted to make sure in our time here that look and feel of something you could do to use this in a classroom. So we'll see how our time is and some questions that we get, and also with my guest can chime in anytime, and hopefully by all means please add some of the projects that you're doing as well. I'm so glad that you joined us, and my guest name's Garrett tomorrow, so I'm really excited that he's going to help me out and jump on board. So I've used in grade 9 in Saskatchewan in the curriculum, there is a unit that deals with scale. So this is my lesson, and you can see here that the outcome is right there, and I have all of my information in here. So we use Minecraft, but students have been using Office Mix, PowerPoint, and Sway as their main ways to show their learning and put together into a project. And I do have all my information for my math classes on a wiki too, which is there. And you have access to these lessons that I've created. They're all up on my webpage. So you can see we're covering a lot of the 21st century skills, in my opinion, on this. The two I really like with this is the critical thinking that they do, and the collaboration that they do inside of using Minecraft. So the central questions for this would be, they would have to know what surface area is before, and understand on a scale factor. They have to understand scale factor, and then they would have to create. Here's a rubric I made of things that they have to do. So I make them do it on paper first, kind of sketch out what they want. Then they would have to go in Minecraft and actually produce, and then there's some follow-up questions to make sure that they understand what they're doing on that. So this is a student project here. Let's see. So these students here did theirs in PowerPoint, and we're lucky we have Office 365. So to see what Chriselle and Christina did, again, you get a good idea of, coming in a little bit. Okay, so factor was, and they calculated the height and the length. What Minecraft does a great job. You can see they can put down an education edition is great because they have all the tools that they need. They don't have to mine or do anything in that regard, so they can just build and go to town. And they also have things like signs where they can put down information that they've learned. So they had to do some research and figure out. These guys decided to do their scale project on the Arc de Triomphe in Paris, France, which I thought was pretty cool. So they did their research behind that. Went through some of the challenges that they would have, and they did a really nice job of putting it all together. I think actually earlier so this is what they look like. Again, they took a screenshot on this. Minecraft Edition has a nice feature in it where you can actually have a camera and a portfolio and download that portfolio. I'm learning more about how to use it as well. It's so powerful. And actually, even the other day, they added in a coding feature, which I'd really like to get my hands on, where you can actually code inside of Minecraft and make these little bots called agents build things for you that would make some things that seemed impossible possible in terms of time and that, because you could tell the bots what to do. So I'm really excited about venturing into that as well. So, and you can see here they had to sketch out and figure out what they were building first before they went in and used it. I find that very useful. A lot of kids kind of balk at doing it. They just want to get in there and play, but I really try to get them to before they get into the actual game. All right. How are we doing over there, guest? How am I sounding? Is this sounding useful? Sounds all right. So again, I have a ton of lessons up here. Actually, this is one of my favorite ones that I do with my Workplace 20 class. Workplace 20 is basically 16, 17-year-olds. So I really enjoy teaching it, but with the way it works in Saskatchewan, it's kind of, there's two different pathways. There's like a calculus foundation pathway and then a work placements one. The work placement one is there's a lot of hands-on. I really enjoy teaching it, and there's lots of projects in that I'm able to do. But sometimes in these classes, you get a lot of students that they think it's the easier math, which I would have an argument about that. But sometimes they're not always the most motivated students. With using Minecraft, some of these kids that you didn't think really were motivated, they get motivated quite quickly. And the things they come up with is quite amazing, because I think Minecraft engages them and empowers them, and it's nice to be able to play in a class, and I think the kids enjoy that. So for this lesson plan, you can see it's a roller coaster lesson. There's the curriculum objective with it, and the materials all are there. Again, the 21st century skills are evident. What slope is, with positive slope, negative slope, undefined slope, zero slope. So they had to show me the different slopes in their roller coaster, and then take me on a tour, and then they had to answer some follow-up questions as well, and the rubrics attached on there too. So here's one of the projects that the students made. Again, this one they use Sway, so I really am stoked about how seamlessly these projects work using Office 365. I find it, but you don't have to have Office 365, but I find it just works really well. So you can see these guys with the Minecraft, with the roller coaster project. They were able to build. They were able to tell me different information, and through a little thing like scares and that. They talked about the slope, and they put their signs down to explain what's going on. So you get a good look at what these students did. I think of what they did. And I really think they got a better understanding of slope and where it fits into today's society, and well, in real life. But there's so much more, and I think I'm just scratching the surface on that. If I can do this for a second, I can also go here back to and oops. Okay, I can. Here's Ash. Can you see the roller coaster? Now, can you see Minecraft? Still with me?
Yeah, I'm here. I see a screen where it looks like you need to go through and pick the roller coaster.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, good. So again, this is how Minecraft Education Edition works looks. So it's nice. I'm still in here riding around there. There's my character and going on one of the rides, so that you can change your view, which is neat too. I'm kind of coming down on that, and it's a lot of fun to be able to see what the kids can make and see where their signs are. And you can see, I think they really helped them on the way they were able to put this together. And you can take a ride. You can see all their work, all of the, creativity, different slopes, different, even just different angles in that, and trying to figure out how things work with that. It was really neat with that. And one nice thing about this is that, again, students are able to save their worlds, and you're able to take a peek at that. So if I wanted to go and see the scale project that we were looking at, you can see what the kids actually made. And what's nice about the creative mode is that they made it in. You don't have to worry about collecting everything. You don't have to worry about some of the monsters and stuff inside. But you can see these kids put a lot of work into it. They had to count all their blocks. They had to figure out their code. They just made the face of it. They didn't go 3D on it, which was okay in this case, but you get a nice look. What's also nice is, like, if I just hit on E here, I get an inventory of everything I need. So all the different blocks are ready to go. Everything they need to be able to make their constructions are nice. And another nice feature, like I was saying earlier, is that you can go and you can get a camera. So when you put the camera in here, able to take pictures of what you're doing. And another thing that's really interesting too is to pick the portfolio. Oops. Take the portfolio and put that in. So then what I can do is, when I'm on the camera, click, it takes a picture, which is awesome. And then when I go into the portfolio, there it is. And I can type up a little bit. And then later on, as you can see, hopefully down here, I can export my book, and it would have all my information here of my project and stuff. So that's a really nice, cool feature of it too. Another thing that Minecraft Education Edition has that's really neat is it has classroom tools, and maybe I'll have to show you guys how to do that. So again, that's kind of everything in a nutshell with what's going on. You can also see here, you can use it in Genius Hour. Here's an interesting science project that I made. One of my sons did this. This is my son Zach's activity did actually for grade 7 science class. And he made this in Office Mix. And Office Mix is another Microsoft tool, but it basically records what you're doing as you're doing it. So maybe hear him slightly in the background there. And, they did a project here on, the layers of the earth. So he was able to build this, record it, and put it together. And I know he's really proud of what he was able to make on this too. So you saw a couple of ways to present. There's PowerPoint, Sway, and Office Mix are nice ways to show what students are learning through this and collecting their data. All right. So, Ash, how am I sounding over there?
Can you hear me?
Now I can, yeah.
Fine.
Okay, I didn't hear that. So there's lots of resources. This is one of the main resources that I would really recommend that you take a look at. And you can definitely find this online. Actually, I'm really impressed how all my links are working, Ash. What do you think?
Yeah.
So Minecraft Education Builder, again, one thing I said before about Code Builder, excuse me, is a new build on that Education Edition has, which is really cool. And I think there's going to be some amazing activities and learning going through that. Minecraft Education Edition website is just chock full of good information. There's how it works. There's tons of classroom resources such as lesson plans, and I know I've submitted a few lesson plans on here. You can actually find worlds to start out with, so you don't have to create your own. One of the greatest features I find, and I'm very lucky to be a Minecraft mentor, is as the Minecraft mentors, and there's a lot of people out there that are willing to share and are doing some amazing things. So you can connect with a bunch of other people, their support, and then you can sign in and be part of it. This is actually where, if you were going to use the Minecraft Education Edition, which needs Office 365, you would go this way and into this route, and this is where you would actually go to purchase Minecraft Education Edition. It costs $6 per student, but basically you would add them in, at least I did, using their emails. So you can actually, at the end of the semester, reclaim those licenses and redo that. So, if you're in a semester system like me, for $6, you'd get, 2 classes, a whole year's worth. But if you had the same class, you could take kids off and then reassign that. So that's kind of an interesting little tidbit with that. I'm not sure if this is going to take me. I did click on it. Oh, still thinking a little bit. But that's where you'd find Minecraft Education Edition and how to purchase it and get started with it. Once you go to I'm an Educator here, you'd be able to set that all up, and you can just buy it online with your credit card, and it works fine. The kids would get an email, and then it would pop up. But you'd have to do some testing with it like anything else. I've also used Pocket Edition on iPads, and it works well. But I find that it's a little bit harder to get information from. It's not as easy to take a picture or to put things together. Kids can go in anonymously and sometimes grief each other. That means like blow up each other's world, and it's a lot tougher to monitor into that. So I really find this is a way to go. I've been talking for, you think?
What?
How long do you think I've been talking for?
About 20 minutes.
Yeah, okay, good. So there's a bunch of articles on here too that you can have access to. I do have some how to play. I don't think this is the time or place for showing how to play, but they just go with like the kids will know in that. What you do have to have is a good plan, and you have to know how you want to use it. It's great if you do know how to use Minecraft a little bit, but I know a lot of there's a few teachers that one in particular that's a Minecraft mentor. She's a non-gamer, but she just jumped both feet in, and she had good plans, and her kids have really taken off with it and doing things. So I definitely feel that people could definitely go in there. So there's lots of pedagogy that goes with it. There's a link here for some background information. Again, I mentioned 21st century skills that you can cover in here, and universal design. Through some of my research for this and other presentations, there's a lot of people out there that are promoting the use of Minecraft as a tool for learning, and that the kids really get engaged and empowered using it. So I definitely would encourage you guys to do a little research on it and make sure you feel comfortable with it in that way as a tool as well. This is some feedback from my own students that, like give it a try, allows them to be more creative. They, especially in math, they are able to visualize, concepts, and, you can learn a lot from Minecraft. And again, those are 16 or 17-year-olds. Here's my grade 9 math class. And again, they like to see teachers use Minecraft more. It allows for more interaction. They can see 3D objects a lot more and understand it. So there's a lot of interesting information, and I think the kids are really into. Again, here's some tips if you ever do decide to use it that my kids would tell you when you play. So that gives you some information on that too. One thing I did with an activity I did is do some build battles. So I could ask everybody in the studio audience if we had more time to go ahead and in 5 minutes create something with a surface area of 25 meters squared, and then send it to me, and maybe I can get you a prize. I don't know if we'll be able to do that, but in a nutshell. So hopefully I kept that short. I kept that flowing, and it made sense. And I'd just like to ask my guest if they have anything else to share. Yes, did you hear me?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, when can we go home?
Well, I think that about covers our little Minecraft in the math classroom today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I say, please get a hold of me if you have any questions. And like I said, there are a ton of Minecraft mentors out there. There's a group that does a Twitter chat every Tuesday night. They're always looking. They're a great group of people, and they're always looking for people to join. And like I showed that one site there. But the key thing is just to go in there and have a good plan. You can see here some of my student work behind me, and the kids are really proud to share their work. I've been lucky to be a Minecraft mentor, and also Minecraft certified one. One thing before we leave, I'd also recommend that people could go to, and I'll put this up, this educators. Microsoft also has an education group here that you can take a look at some other resources. And here's a little code if you want to become a Microsoft Innovative Educator. There's also another thing going on with Apple Teachers. So there are some ways that you can go to get more versed at using. I'd like to thank you for your time. Yes, thank you. Thank you for letting me test with this. I think tomorrow should work out fine, and I'm really looking forward to it. Peace.
Peace.